You've probably stood in the pet food aisle before, staring at bright bags covered in promises. Complete nutrition, vet-approved, premium formula, and still something in you wondered if it was really enough, because when you look at your dog, you don't see a consumer. You see a heartbeat that waits by the door. You see eyes that search your face for comfort. You see a living being who trusts you completely, and trust feels heavier than marketing. We've been taught that nutrition must come from a factory, that love comes in pellets, that health is something pre-measured and sealed in plastic, but dogs did not evolve beside conveyor belts. They evolved beside us, around our fires, under our tables, sharing pieces of what we ate long before dog food was ever a thing. Sometimes the healthiest choices are the simplest ones. Plain cooked eggs are one of those quiet miracles. Soft, warm, easy to digest, packed with protein that repairs muscle and fat that nourishes the brain. A cracked egg in a pan feels ordinary to you. To your dog, it's fuel for vitality. Chicken unseasoned, boiled, or baked is another humble gift. Lean protein that supports muscle and keeps energy steady. When you strip away spices and sauces, you're left with something honest. Clean nourishment, carrots, crunchy and bright, aren't just treats. They're rich in beta-carotene, supporting vision and immune strength. And sometimes, the act of chewing something crisp is its own therapy for a restless dog. Pumpkin, plain and unsweetened, soothes the gut in a way expensive digestive blends try to imitate. A spoonful can calm diarrhea or constipation because nature already balanced it perfectly. Blueberries' small, sweet bursts of antioxidants help fight inflammation and support aging joints. They look like tiny beads of night sky, and inside them is protection. Sweet potatoes, soft and golden, provide fiber and slow-burning energy. Unlike some commercial fillers that spike and crash blood sugar, this root feeds steadily. Green beans offer low-calorie bulk for dogs who struggle with weight. They help a dog feel full without overloading calories. Sometimes health isn't about adding more, it's about choosing better. Sardines packed in water with no salt added bring omega-3 fatty acids that support skin, coat, heart, and brain. Their scent may not impress you, but their effect on your dog's vitality is profound. Plain yogurt with live cultures can strengthen gut bacteria. A healthy gut is more than digestion. It influences immunity, mood, even behavior. The microbiome is a silent architect of well-being. Oats cooked and simple provide soluble fiber and can soothe itchy skin. They are gentle, predictable, steady. Rice, especially white rice during stomach upset, offers easily digestible carbohydrates when your dog needs recovery more than complexity. Apples, without seeds, bring vitamins and a satisfying crunch. They clean teeth lightly and refresh breath. Sometimes nature hides medicine in sweetness. Spinach in small amounts contributes iron and antioxidants. Not as a staple, but as a supportive player in a varied bowl. Salmon, cooked thoroughly, offers powerful omega-3s that support joints and cognitive function. Especially for aging dogs, this matters more than we realize. Turkey, lean and plain, can be rotated with chicken to provide variety. Variety isn't indulgence, it's biological wisdom. Peas add plant-based protein and fiber. In moderation, they complement meat without replacing it. Beef, cooked simply, gives iron and B vitamins that support strength and stamina. Dogs are, after all, built for animal protein. Cottage cheese in small portions provides calcium and protein while being easier on some stomachs than other dairy. Bananas deliver potassium and quick energy in tiny amounts. Soft, mashable, gentle. And bone broth, unsalted, slow-simmered, hydrates while delivering minerals and collagen that nourish joints and digestion. It turns a simple meal into something deeply restorative. None of these foods require a luxury budget. Many are cheaper per serving than premium kibble. And when chosen carefully, rotated thoughtfully, and introduced gradually, they can complement or even partially replace commercial diets in ways that feel more alive. But this isn't about villainizing dog food. Quality kibble has its place, it's convenient, it's balanced, it prevents deficiencies when used properly. The deeper point is this: nutrition doesn't have to be outsourced entirely. When you prepare even part of your dog's meal from whole foods, something shifts. You become more attentive. You notice their coat texture, their energy, their stool consistency, their mood. Feeding stops being automatic and becomes relational. And that matters, because dogs don't just eat calories. They absorb care. There's something ancient about sharing real food. It mirrors the bond humans and dogs built thousands of years ago, before branding, before preservatives. Before artificial flavors engineered to mimic what whole foods already provide. Of course, wisdom matters. No onions, no garlic, no chocolate, no grapes, no heavy seasoning. No cooked bones that splinter. Dogs are not humans in fur coats, their bodies are different. What heals one species can harm another. Knowledge is part of love. Introduce new foods slowly. Watch for allergies. Balance proteins with fiber. Think in variety rather than extremes. If possible, consult a veterinarian, especially if your dog has medical conditions. Responsible care is not fear-based, it's informed. And perhaps the quiet lesson underneath all of this is about participation. It's easy to believe care must be complicated to be effective. But sometimes care is as simple as boiling chicken, steaming carrots, mashing pumpkin, stirring a spoonful of yogurt into a bowl. Small acts repeated daily shape long-term health. We often underestimate how much inflammation, obesity, and digestive discomfort can improve when diets become less processed and more whole. A shinier coat, fewer itchy patches, more stable energy. Less gas, better stools. These changes aren't dramatic like a miracle cure. They're gradual, subtle, steady, and steady is powerful. Your dog cannot choose what goes into their bowl. They rely entirely on you, not just for food but for discernment. When you pause and ask, is this truly nourishing, you are already being a better guardian. There is something deeply grounding about preparing food with intention. It slows you down. It reminds you that health is not only about labels and percentages. It's about listening to the body in front of you. Some days kibble is practical. Other days, a cracked egg, a spoon of pumpkin, or a few blueberries can elevate that bowl from adequate to enriched. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be expensive, it just has to be thoughtful. Your dog doesn't measure love in grams of protein, they feel it in consistency, in attention. In the way you kneel to place their bowl down and gently call their name. And perhaps that's the deeper truth hidden inside something as simple as food. Caring well isn't about grand gestures. It's about small, repeated choices that honor a life entrusted to you. A bowl can be more than a routine, it can be a quiet expression of devotion. And when your dog finishes eating, looks up at you with that familiar softness in their eyes, and wags their tail like you've given them the world, maybe you have. Not because the meal was expensive, but because it was chosen with love.